Many of the past actors had lives that many of us never knew about. They were so good at hiding that they hid some of the basic characteristics of their personalities, like their relationships. Many of the men in the past had relationships with men, but they never accepted it because society was not ready to accept that, and they did not want to risk their careers. In this video, we will unveil 16 actors who had secret affairs with men but never publicly accepted it. Alan Ladd. Alan Ladd was a beloved actor during Hollywood's golden age. Born on September 3, 1913 in Hot Springs, Arkansas, he rose to fame with his roles in films like This Gun for Hire and Shane. Audiences admired him for his strong screen presence and charming performances. Behind the scenes, Alan Ladd led a private life. While he was known for his on-screen romances, there have been rumors about his personal relationships. Some people believe that Alan may have had close friendships with men that went beyond typical friendships. Alan Ladd, a prominent Hollywood actor of the 1940s and 1950s, was known for his roles in films such as This Gun for Hire and Shane. Throughout his career, there were occasional rumors and speculations regarding his sexual orientation, with some suggesting he may have been gay or bisexual. Discussions on platforms like Wikipedia have noted that while such rumors exist, for instance, a contributor mentioned that director George Cukor allegedly stated Ladd was part of Hollywood's gay scene. Additionally, some analyses of Ladd's film roles explore homoerotic themes. For example, an essay on Bartleby.com discusses the relationship between Ladd's character and a young boy in the film Shane, interpreting certain interactions as perpetuating stigmas associated with gay men. Alan was married 3 times to women. His first marriage was to actress Peggy Dow from 1935 to 1942. After they divorced, he married actress Patricia O'Rourke in 1943, but their marriage ended in divorce in 1947. His third marriage was to Gloria DeHaven in 1949, and they stayed together until his death in 1964. Despite these marriages, some believe that Alan maintained close relationships with men throughout his life. In Hollywood, it was difficult for actors to be open about their personal lives, especially if they were different from what society expected. Many actors kept their true selves hidden to protect their careers and reputations. Alan Ladd was no exception. Maintaining a public image as a leading man was important for his success, so he kept his private life discreet. Alan's friends and some who worked with him have shared stories that hint at deeper connections with men. However, there is no concrete evidence to confirm these rumors. It's possible that Alan valued his privacy and chose not to discuss his personal life openly. Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas was a towering figure in Hollywood's golden age. He became one of the most celebrated actors of his time. Known for his intense performances in films like Spartacus and Paths of Glory, Douglas captivated audiences with his commanding presence and dedication to his craft. He was publicly known for his 2 marriages, first to Diana Dill and then to Ann Bidens. However, there have been rumors and talks about his relationships with men. Some biographers and film experts believe that Douglas had close friendships that might have been more than just friends, but there is no solid proof to support these claims. Director George Cukor, who worked closely with Douglas, once mentioned that Kirk was part of a tight-knit community in Hollywood that included both men and women. These comments have fueled speculations about the nature of his relationships. Additionally, Douglas's intense on-screen roles and his charismatic yet sometimes enigmatic personality have led some to believe that there may have been more to his personal life than what was publicly shared. In his autobiography, The Ragman's Son, Douglas discussed the pressures of maintaining a public image while dealing with personal challenges. When you read his biography, you can easily say he was into men at some point in his time, but he was not able to disclose it because the societal pressure was too much. However, he also did not admit it publicly, but many historians report he was seen with multiple men at different points of his time. He emphasized the importance of privacy and the difficulty of balancing fame with personal authenticity. This sentiment resonates with the ongoing discussions about his possible relationships with men, highlighting the struggles many actors of his era faced in expressing their true selves. Kirk Douglas's legacy extends beyond his filmography. He was a philanthropist and an advocate for various social causes, leaving a lasting impact on both the entertainment industry and society. His ability to portray complex characters with vulnerability and strength continues to inspire actors and filmmakers today. David Niven. David Niven was a beloved actor known for his roles in movies like The Pink Panther and Separate Tables. Born on March 1, 1910, in London, England, he moved to Hollywood and quickly became a star. People loved him for his elegant style, witty personality, and charming performances on the big screen. Behind his public image, David Niven had a private life that sparked many rumors. Although he was married 4 times to women, there were whispers about his relationships with men. Some friends and people who knew him believed that his friendships with men were more than just regular friendships. These speculations came from stories shared by those close to him and hints in his autobiography, Bring On the Empty Horses. In his autobiography, David wrote about his close friendships with men. While he never openly talked about being bisexual, some of his stories suggested that he might have had romantic feelings. This made many people think that David was bisexual, even though he never confirmed it publicly. During his time, being open about same-sex relationships could harm an actor's career, so David kept his personal life private. David's 4 marriages were always in the spotlight. He married 4 different women throughout his life, but his personal relationships with men remained hidden. Hollywood in his era had strict expectations, and actors were often forced to maintain a certain image to stay successful. David followed these rules by presenting himself as a charming leading man with multiple marriages, even if his private life was more complex. Despite the rumors, David Niven remained a respected and admired figure. His talent and dedication to acting earned him many awards and a lasting legacy in cinema. People remember him not just for his roles, but also for his sophisticated charm and grace. David Niven's life shows the challenges of balancing personal identity with public expectations. While his marriages to women were well known, the speculation about his relationships with men adds depth to our understanding of him as a person. Whether or not the rumors about his bisexuality are true, David Niven remains an iconic figure in Hollywood history, celebrated for his contributions to film and his enduring appeal. John Garfield. John Garfield was a well-known actor in Hollywood during the 1930s and 1940s. He starred in popular movies like The Postman Always Rings Twice and 4 Daughters. Audiences loved him for his strong performances and charismatic presence on screen. Behind his success, John Garfield had a private life that was often the subject of rumors. Although he was never married, many people speculated about his relationships with men. Some believed that his friendships with male co-stars went beyond typical friendships. These speculations came from stories shared by those who knew him and from whispers in Hollywood circles. John faced many challenges related to his sexuality. During his time, being openly bisexual or gay was not accepted in society, especially in the conservative environment of Hollywood. This made it difficult for him to live openly and honestly about who he was. The pressure to maintain a certain image affected his personal life deeply. Throughout his career, John battled with issues related to his sexuality. The rumors about his private life created stress and anxiety, making it hard for him to focus solely on his work. These challenges also impacted his career. Some believe that the constant scrutiny and speculation about his personal life made it harder for him to secure roles and maintain his status in the film industry. Despite these struggles, John Garfield remained a talented and dedicated actor. He continued to deliver memorable performances that left a lasting impression on audiences. His ability to convey deep emotions and complex characters made him a respected figure in Hollywood. The fear of being judged and the need to fit into societal expectations took a toll on his happiness and well-being. Even though he never married, his relationships and personal struggles were a significant part of his life story. John Garfield's legacy lives on through his films and the impact he made in Hollywood. He is remembered not only for his impressive acting skills, but also for the courage he showed in dealing with personal challenges in a time when being different was not accepted. John's life serves as a reminder of the importance of understanding and accepting one's true identity. Rex Harrison. Rex Harrison was a famous actor known for his roles in movies like My Fair Lady and Dr. Dolittle. Born on March 5, 1908, in London, England, Rex became a star because of his talented performances and charming personality. People loved watching him on stage and in films for his ability to bring characters to life with flair and elegance. Behind his glamorous public image, Rex Harrison had a private side that sparked many rumors. While he was married twice to women, there were whispers about his close friendships and possible relationships with men. Rex was known for his flamboyant personality, which made him stand out in Hollywood. Some biographers believe that Rex may have had same-sex relationships, even though he always appeared to be a straight man in public. Rex's first marriage was to actress Lily Palmer in 1941. They had 2 children together and were seen as a lovely couple in the eyes of the public. However, their marriage ended in divorce in 1953. Rex then married June Allison, a popular actress, in 1955. Their marriage also ended in divorce in 1963. Despite these marriages, many people thought Rex had special friendships with men that went beyond normal friendships. These speculations came from stories shared by friends and observations of his close bonds with male colleagues. In Hollywood's golden age, actors often felt pressured to keep their personal lives private to protect their careers. Being open about same-sex relationships could have hurt Rex's reputation and job opportunities. So, Rex maintained a public image as a charming and successful leading man, even if his private life was more complicated. Rex Harrison continued to act in successful films and on stage, earning praise for his versatile performances. His role in My Fair Lady as Professor Henry Higgins became one of his most memorable performances, showcasing his talent and charisma. Rex Harrison's story shows the challenges many actors faced in balancing their true selves with the expectations of the public and the industry. While some believe he had relationships with men, Rex chose to keep his private life out of the spotlight. Today, he is remembered not only for his outstanding acting, but also for his ability to navigate the complexities of fame and personal identity. Rex Harrison's legacy lives on through his timeless performances and the intriguing stories about his personal life. He remains a celebrated figure in Hollywood history, admired for both his talent and the mystery that surrounded his private connections. Orson Welles. Orson Welles was one of Hollywood's most talented and innovative filmmakers. Born on May 6, 1915, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, he showed a passion for acting and directing from a young age. Welles moved to New York City to study at the prestigious Todd School for Boys, where he began to develop his unique style and creative vision. Welles became famous for his groundbreaking film, Citizen Kane, in 1941. The movie is often called one of the greatest films ever made. Citizen Kane told the story of a powerful newspaper tycoon and used new techniques in storytelling and cinematography. The film was praised for its originality and Welles's impressive direction, even though it faced some challenges with studios. Another important film by Orson Welles is The Third Man, released in 1949. This movie, set in post-war Vienna, is a thrilling mystery that captivated audiences with its suspenseful plot and stunning black-and-white visuals. Welles played a mysterious character named Harry Lime, whose performance became iconic. The Third Man won several awards and remains a classic in film history. Beyond his famous films, Orson Welles had many close friendships with men in the film industry. These friendships often sparked rumors about his sexuality. Welles never married, which added to the speculation. People who knew him said that he had deep and meaningful relationships with several men throughout his life. Some biographers and his own memoirs suggest that Welles had a fluid sexual orientation, meaning he was attracted to both men and women. Welles was known for his charismatic and larger-than-life personality. He loved collaborating with other talented individuals and was always looking for new and exciting projects. His ability to think outside the box made him a pioneer in the world of cinema. Despite the rumors about his personal life, Orson Welles focused much of his energy on his work. He continued to create films, theater productions, and radio programs, always pushing the boundaries of what was possible in storytelling. His friendships and relationships with men were an important part of his life, but he kept his private life separate from his public persona. Peter Lorre. Peter Lorre was a remarkable actor known for his memorable roles in classic films like M and The Maltese Falcon. Born on June 26, 1904, in what is now Slovakia, Lorre moved to Hollywood in the early 1930s and quickly made a name for himself with his unique acting style and distinctive voice. In M, 1931, directed by Fritz Lang, Peter Lorre played the role of a disturbed serial killer hunting children. His chilling performance earned him critical acclaim and established him as a talented actor capable of portraying complex and dark characters. This role showcased his ability to bring depth and intensity to his performances, making him a standout figure in the film industry. Another significant film in Peter Lorre's career was The Maltese Falcon, 1941, where he portrayed Joel Cairo, a cunning and deceitful character searching for a priceless statuette. His portrayal added a layer of intrigue and suspense to the movie, contributing to its status as a classic in the mystery genre. Lorre's ability to convey both charm and menace made his character unforgettable to audiences. Despite his success on screen, Peter Lorre kept his personal life very private. He was never married, and there were many rumors about his relationships with men. Some people close to him believed that he had romantic relationships with men, but he never spoke openly about his sexuality. During the time he was active in Hollywood, being openly gay or having same-sex relationships could have damaged an actor's career. To protect his professional reputation, Peter maintained a discreet personal life. Friends and colleagues often noticed Peter's close friendships with men, which led to speculations about his sexuality. However, there is no concrete evidence to confirm these rumors. Peter chose to keep his private life separate from his public persona, focusing instead on his acting career. This decision allowed him to continue working in Hollywood without facing the prejudice that many Pride individuals experienced during that era. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum was one of Hollywood's most captivating actors, known for his roles in classic films like Out of the Past and The Night of the Hunter. Born on August 6, 1917 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Mitchum grew up with a passion for acting. He moved to Hollywood in the late 1930s, where his talent quickly caught the attention of filmmakers. In Out of the Past, 1947, Mitchum played the role of Jeff Bailey, a complex character involved in love, betrayal, and mystery. His performance was praised for its depth and intensity, making him a standout star in the film noir genre. The movie showcased his ability to portray troubled and multidimensional characters, earning him critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. Another significant film in Mitchum's career was The Night of the Hunter, 1955. In this movie, he portrayed Reverend Harry Powell, a menacing and manipulative preacher. Mitchum's portrayal was both chilling and mesmerizing, adding a dark and suspenseful edge to the story. His performance in this film solidified his reputation as a versatile and powerful actor capable of taking on challenging roles. Despite his success on screen, Robert Mitchum led a private personal life that sparked many rumors. He was married twice to women, first to Gloria Lane from 1942 to 1944, and then to Dorothy Mitchum from 1946 until her death in 1994. While he was seen as a heterosexual icon in Hollywood, there were whispers about his relationships with men. Friends and colleagues noticed his close friendships with male actors and other men in the industry, some of which hinted at romantic undertones. These speculations about Mitchum's sexuality were never confirmed, but they persisted throughout his career. During the golden age of Hollywood, being open about same-sex relationships could harm an actor's career, so many chose to keep their personal lives private. Robert Mitchum followed this trend, maintaining his public image while his private relationships remained a topic of gossip. George Sanders. George Sanders was a distinguished actor known for his elegant demeanor and captivating performances in classic films like Rebecca and All About Eve. Born on July 3, 1906, in London, England, Sanders quickly became a prominent figure in Hollywood with his smooth voice and charming presence. Another significant film in his career was All About Eve, 1950. In this movie, Sanders portrayed Bill Sampson, a former lover of the main character, Eve Harrington. George Sanders was known for his sophisticated style and witty personality off the screen. He never married, which was unusual for leading men of his time. Instead, Sanders focused on his acting career and maintained close friendships with men. These friendships often sparked rumors about his sexuality. While he was openly gay in his private life, Sanders kept his personal relationships discreet to protect his public image and career. In Hollywood's golden age, being openly gay was challenging and could have negatively impacted an actor's opportunities. Sanders navigated this by keeping his private life out of the spotlight, even though his homosexuality was an open secret among his friends and colleagues. People admired him not only for his acting skills but also for his ability to maintain his privacy in a demanding industry. Despite the rumors, George Sanders continued to shine in his roles, earning praise for his versatility and command of the screen. His performances in Rebecca and All About Eve remain highlights of his career, demonstrating his talent and dedication to his craft. George Sanders left a lasting mark on Hollywood with his memorable roles and graceful presence. While he kept his personal life private, his legacy as a sophisticated and skilled actor continues to be celebrated by film enthusiasts around the world. Claude Rains. Claude Rains was a celebrated actor known for his memorable performances in classic films like Casablanca and The Invisible Man. Born on November 10, 1889, in Clapham, London, Rains developed a passion for acting early in his life. He moved to the United States in the 1920s, where he began his career on the stage before making a successful transition to Hollywood films. One of Rains' most iconic roles was in The Invisible Man, 1933. In this movie, he played Dr. Jack Griffin, a scientist who discovers the secret to invisibility but uses it for harmful purposes. His portrayal was both captivating and chilling, showcasing his ability to bring complex and sinister characters to life. This performance established Claude Rains as a talented character actor capable of delivering powerful and unforgettable performances. Another significant film in Rains' career was Casablanca, 1942. He portrayed Captain Louis Renault, the charming yet corrupt Vichy official who eventually shows a softer side by helping the main characters. Rains' performance added depth and humor to the film, making his character one of the most beloved in cinema history. Casablanca became a classic, and Rains' role was a key part of its enduring success. Despite his fame on screen, Claude Rains maintained a private personal life. He was married twice to women. His first marriage was to Claire Palmer from 1919, until their divorce in 1936. Later that same year, he married Ilona Prager, and they remained together until his death in 1967. However, there were always rumors about his relationships with men. Friends and colleagues noticed his close friendships with male actors, some of which seemed to have romantic undertones. These speculations arose from stories shared by those who knew him and observations of his interactions with other men in the industry. Biographers have speculated about Rains' sexuality based on his personal interactions and friendships. While he was primarily known for his heterosexual marriages, the nature of his close relationships with men led to rumors that he may have been bisexual. However, there is no concrete evidence to confirm these speculations, and Rains never publicly discussed his sexuality. During the golden age of Hollywood, being openly bisexual or gay could have harmed an actor's career. To protect his reputation and maintain his success, Claude Rains chose to keep his personal life discreet. William Powell. William Powell was a famous actor during Hollywood's golden age. Born on July 29, 1892, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he moved to New York City to pursue a career in acting. Powell quickly became known for his elegant style and charismatic performances on both stage and screen. When Powell divorced Carole Lombard, she expressed her opinion while talking to Dorothy Manners. She said, "In other words, for about 13 months I have been supposedly as free, gay, and as carefree as only a Hollywood divorcee is cracked up to be. I have repeatedly stated I do not believe the average professional marriage in Hollywood can be a success." When people read her comments, many believe there is something wrong with William Powell's sexuality. He may be involved with men. This can be one main reason for their divorce. Despite his success on screen, William Powell's personal life was kept mostly private. He was married 3 times to women. His first marriage was to the actress Carole Lombard, though it was short-lived. He later married Greta Nyssen, and finally Barbara Shaw, with whom he remained until his death in 1984. These marriages were always in the public eye, as Powell maintained the image of a charming and dedicated leading man. However, there were always rumors about Powell's relationships with men. Friends and some of his male co-stars were close to him, leading to speculation that these friendships might have been more than just platonic. Stories from those who knew him suggested that Powell had deep and meaningful connections with several men throughout his life. Despite these rumors, there is limited evidence to confirm any romantic relationships with men. Powell never spoke openly about his sexuality, choosing to keep his private life away from the spotlight. During his career, Hollywood expected actors to maintain a certain image. Being openly bisexual or gay could have jeopardized Powell's successful career, so he kept his personal relationships discreet. This allowed him to continue playing beloved characters without facing the prejudices of time. James Stewart. James Stewart, known for his roles in classics like It's a Wonderful Life and Rear Window, was publicly recognized as heterosexual, but in private, he was different. Many of his friends and colleagues think he was more involved with men than women. Although Stewart had relationships with several women before marrying Gloria Hattrick MacLaine in 1949, he turned things 360 when he married MacLaine. He remained with her until his passing in 1994. They had twin daughters, and Stewart adopted MacLaine's 2 sons from her previous marriage. Many say his marriage with Gloria was what changed him from bisexual to heterosexual. He was so much in love with Gloria that he did not even go close to men. However, his love for men was evident at an early age. In the 1948 film Rope, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, Stewart portrayed Rupert Cadell, a character who serves as a mentor to 2 young men who commit murder. The film is notable for its subtle exploration of homosexual subtext, particularly between the 2 male leads, played by John Dahl and Farley Granger, both of whom were gay in real life. However, Stewart's character is not depicted as gay, and there is no evidence to suggest that his participation in the film was reflective of his personal life. Laurence Olivier. Laurence Olivier was one of Hollywood's most esteemed actors during the Golden Age. Born on May 22, 1907 in Dorking, England, Olivier gained fame for his powerful performances in films like Rebecca and Wuthering Heights. Audiences and critics alike admired him for his exceptional acting skills and commanding screen presence. Throughout his life, there were rumors and speculations about his sexual orientation. Some biographers and historians suggest that Olivier may have been bisexual, engaging in relationships with both men and women. One notable claim comes from biographer Donald Spoto, who alleged that Olivier had a romantic relationship with fellow entertainer Danny Kaye. However, Olivier's widow, Joan Plowright, denied these allegations in her memoirs, describing their marriage as a deeply loving partnership. Despite these denials, whispers about Olivier's relationships with men persisted among Hollywood circles. Olivier was married 3 times. His first marriage was to actress Jill Esmond from 1927 to 1930. He then married the legendary Vivien Leigh in 1933, and their passionate relationship lasted until Leigh's tragic death in 1967. Olivier's final marriage was to Joan Plowright in 1979, which lasted until his death in 1989. These marriages showcased Olivier's ability to maintain long-term relationships, even amidst rumors about his private life. Cary Grant. Cary Grant was one of Hollywood's most beloved leading men, known for his charm, elegance, and captivating performances in films like North by Northwest and An Affair to Remember. Born Archibald Alec Leach in 1904, Grant became a symbol of sophistication and grace on the silver screen. However, behind his polished public image, there were many rumors about his personal life and sexuality. Throughout his career, Grant was married 5 times to women, maintaining the appearance of a charming heterosexual man. Despite these marriages, close friends and colleagues believed that Cary had deeper relationships with men. One of the most talked about friendships was with fellow actor Randolph Scott. The two shared a beach house in Malibu called Bachelor Hall for over a decade, where they lived together and were often seen as a couple by those around them. Their close bond fueled speculation that they were more than just friends. Another key figure in these rumors was Orry Kelly, a famous costume designer who worked closely with Grant. Orry Kelly later wrote in his memoir that he and Grant shared a romantic relationship before Grant became a major star. Additionally, Scotty Bowers, a Hollywood fixer, claimed in his memoir Full Service that he arranged same-sex encounters for Grant and other stars, adding to the speculation about Grant's private life. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was a groundbreaking actor known for his intense performances in films like A Streetcar Named Desire and The Godfather. Born in 1924, Brando quickly became a symbol of rebellion and authenticity in Hollywood. While he was publicly recognized as a heterosexual man, his private life told a more complex story that sparked many rumors about his sexuality. Brando was known for his charismatic and often unpredictable personality, which made him a standout star. Despite his public relationships with women, including marriages to Anna Kashfi and later to Tarita Teripaya, many of his friends and colleagues believed that Brando had significant relationships with men. One of the most notable rumored relationships was with actor James Dean, who was also considered a gay icon. Their intense friendship and mutual admiration led to speculations that their bond was more than just platonic. Another close relationship was with Wally Cox, a writer and actor who was Brando's childhood friend. Brando was deeply attached to Cox, and after Cox's death, Brando kept his ashes in his home, showing the profound connection they shared. While there is no concrete evidence to confirm a romantic relationship, their friendship was widely regarded as very close and possibly more intimate than typical friendships. Later in life, Brando became more open about his fluid sexuality, discussing his relationships with men in interviews and public appearances. Brando's willingness to speak about his relationships helped to challenge the rigid norms of Hollywood's golden age, making him a complex and influential figure. Liberace. Liberace was one of Hollywood's most flamboyant and talented performers, known for his dazzling piano performances and extravagant lifestyle. Born Waju Valentino Liberace in 1919, he became a beloved figure on stage and screen, captivating audiences with his showmanship and charisma. Liberace never publicly acknowledged that he was gay, but his sexuality was an open secret among those in the entertainment industry. He testified under oath that he was not gay and had never been involved in homosexual activity, but many people did not believe him. Liberace was known for his relationships with men, including a long-term companion named Scott Thorson. Their relationship lasted several years, and Thorson later wrote a memoir detailing their time together. The biopic Behind the Candelabra depicted their romantic relationship, showcasing the depth of their bond. Despite his marriages to women, including his first marriage to Mitzi Epstein, Liberace maintained close friendships with men that fueled rumors about his true sexuality. He was also involved in high-profile lawsuits related to his personal life. In one case, his former chauffeur, Scott Thorson, sued him for palimony after their relationship ended. Liberace denied that they were lovers and insisted that their relationship was purely professional. Liberace's flamboyant style and public image made it difficult for him to hide his true self completely. Friends like Betty White later confirmed that Liberace was indeed gay and that he often used her as a beard to counter public rumors.